Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbuckle, and today we're talking about Black Ops 2 Zombies DLC 4 information and ideas. But before I get started, I want to let you guys know that anything and everything I will be talking about in this video is coming from Play the Game Central. So if you'd like to check them out, I'll leave links in the description below. You can go check out those guys. They're some really awesome people, and they do know a lot about zombies. So let's get going. Today I want to talk about the map location for DLC 4 and how it is involved within the storyline dating back to World at War, and how it all comes together to actually make sense. Now there's a lot to put together here, so if it doesn't make a lot of sense to you, you might want to go see some of Play the Game's videos where they talk about DLC 4. It might make a little bit more sense. But let's go ahead and get started with Darice. So back in World at War we played the map Darice, where we had the mainframe at the spawn right in front of the Pack-a-Punch. Now, Ben made a video 2 weeks ago talking about how this mainframe once had a structure built above it, which is probably what was known as the Giant. So we think, well, I think, and lots of other people think, that possibly the Arc de Triomphe, which is located in Paris, France, above the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, is what once stood above the mainframe. Now, if you watch the video, you'll notice, if you pay close attention, that Ben does make an arc above this mainframe. Which leads us to believe Arc de Triomphe is what once stood there, but once was teleported to France, to where it's located today. So, the map is going to take place in France. The question is, where in France? No, it's not going to take place at the Arc de Triomphe. Unfortunately, it would be so easy to run a rape train right there around the structure. But if you take a look at Google Images, if you find a picture of the Arc de Triomphe, you can see that it's not cut out for a zombies map. There's nothing, I mean, you can't even try to make it a zombies map. It's a giant open space with one little structure. So this is probably not where the map's going to be. This is where I think, and most of everyone else thinks, Play the Game Central thinks, that we're going to be playing in some sort of French trenches back from World War I. This is where the old characters from World at War come back in. So this new zombies map is taking place during a World War I era, where we have the old original characters playing, and it's going to be awesome. So I think we're going to be playing in trenches, and most likely we're going to have some sort of connectivity to a village or villages, sort of like Transit, possibly better and definitely bigger. I can tell you that this is probably going to be one of the biggest zombies map ever created, which will be really awesome. Now, when we come back around the loop to saying, oh, this is going to be a giant zombies map, is there going to be some sort of transportation? This is where Ben's Twitter comes in handy. So Ben has a Twitter that he uses to hint out information about new zombies information. So if you go take a look at it now, you'll see that his location is in France, but he lives in Britain. So it doesn't make any sense. So this probably means that the new map is going to be in France. If you read his bio, it is a quote from a code that he deciphered that says it's the World War I era, blah blah blah, this is what's happening, so on and so forth. But he leaves a link below that is to a Wikipedia page of a Snider CA-1 tank, which is the French tank back from World War I. This tank was used to overcome trench warfare, which leads us to believe that this tank is going to be some sort of transportation around the map. Now, we saw in Buried that the big guy was used to knock down barriers to get to certain places of the map. One thing I did read about this tank is it was used to knock over barbed wire and knock over things to make paths for the soldiers to get through. So could this mean that this tank could be used to get to certain locations on the map and to navigate your way through the map? Is this tank going to be controllable, or is it going to be AI like the transit bus was? I don't know, but it looks very interesting. This tank is probably going to be buildable. If this tank is in the game, keep in mind this is not confirmed. It's iffy, but I really do think this tank is going to be in the game. It's probably going to be buildable, and you're going to be able to get inside and take it like a transit bus. If you're watching this video after DLC 4 came out, you're probably looking at me like, wow, you're an idiot. But keep in mind, this is months before the map will come out. So there's going to be a tank probably, and we're going to be in France. So trenches and maybe a village, Arc de Triomphe, and Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get that out there and see what you guys think. If you know about this storyline and what's coming, please leave a comment below. If you have no idea what's happening, I urge you to check out Play the Game Central YouTube channel and forums. They know a lot about what they're talking about, and it'd be a really cool experience to get to figure out everything before the map even comes out. So check out their channel, check out their forums, check out my channel if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.